What's up, everybody? Um, my name is Krimzonmoon, and this game decided that I needed to start off in the dead of winter. Apparently, what? Oh, early spring, so it's just cold. Never mind. Anyway, this is Banished. I get bored really fast when I play games. If I don't play them constantly, no, that's not the word. If I don't play them frequently enough, I get really bored and stop playing games. In this game, I'm not very good at, but I enjoy it. So basically, I was recording. Goodness, I can't even remember the name of it now. It's been too long. Kingdoms. Recording Kingdoms, and lost some footage. And I don't know. It wasn't much. It was like 7 minutes, but I just did not want to regain that. So I decided that instead I would just play a different game for now. And this happens to be that game. And like I think I said earlier, this is Banished. It's just it came out a while ago. I don't really know when, but it's like a survival management game. It's fun. I don't know why my frames always go down when I zoom out. It's a fun game, but it's unforgiving. You make one little mistake and you're probably going to lose. I've never really made a village bigger than like this area here. I don't even know if my mouse pointer's showing up, but this area before I got destroyed by a tornado and just couldn't regain my standing in the world. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And if it does, then I'll just stop playing this game and go play something else. Because I am fickle like that. Let's see. I don't have any tips or tricks to playing this game. I'm just kind of playing it because I enjoy it. I've been playing it almost constantly recently. And that is pretty much my only motivation for doing it. I have lots of other games. I have too many games, which I know is kind of like a silly thing to say. But I just have so many games that a lot of the time I don't know what to do or what to play, which is, it doesn't seem like an issue, but it totally is an issue. Like what am I supposed to do when I have too much to do? That's not quite what I wanted to say. Like I all the games I really want to record, my computer can't handle the recording of. Like my computer can play the game just fine, but when I try to record it, it just drops to like 0 frames, which is an exaggeration. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to watch a game on YouTube that's running at like 12 frames a second, which is hilarious because my game runs absolutely fine when I'm not recording it. Just when I am recording it, it just has the hardest time. It's frustrating. Food is low. Alright. And I don't know. Since I'm not great at the game, I'll probably won't live for terribly long. So don't expect the world's best Banished player out of me. I know the basics. I just don't know when to like start gathering advanced materials or when to expand. I don't know. Like I know first things first, you gotta make food, which is gonna be this thing. You gotta make firewood, which is that thing. And shortly after that, you're gonna have to start gathering leather for clothing, which is this. And after you've gathered leather, you're gonna want to, I don't know, do this thing, the tailor. There you go. You're gonna want to tailor, and they'll make sure that none of your villagers freeze to death and die. Well, freezing to death and dying, I suppose, is the same thing. But yeah, and then your people run out of tools. So I have 29 tools. So you need to make this blacksmith. But With the blacksmith, you need to get iron, and like this here is iron. This is stone. These are trees. You can make a quarry and a mine. The mine you have to stick inside of a mountain, but it's hard to find like a good spot for it because like they always have like little red ticks. Okay, so right there's a good place for the mine. It's a little bit within range of the hunting grounds, but it shouldn't be a problem. And the quarries is just a giant rock area here. I always try to get them as far away from here as possible without like getting too far from the village. But normally I don't have a giant mountain in the way, so I can just kind of like build all around my village. Yeah, so yeah, all these things need to be built at some point because you run out of these resources. Trees grow back, but obviously the rocks and the iron don't come back. So as soon as you get rid of the stuff in your area, you either have to cross a bridge, which I believe bridges cost stone as well. Yeah. So if you run out of materials on your main land, you're screwed. So I think even the quarry requires quarry takes iron, and mine takes stone. So if you run out of the stone and the iron on your main plot of land, then you're screwed. Although that wouldn't really be a problem at all. I've got plenty. Let's see. This is the whole map here. I don't know if I can make it bigger than that. No. Anyway, it's not like... The world's not infinitely large, but I've never expanded past, like... Well, probably, like, the encompassing little trapezoid here. I'll probably get to that point and then die. I've always wanted to, like, play it until I've covered the entire map, but... yeah, it's a lot of trouble. I should probably unpause, let the game run. One of the key points of the game, obviously, is assigning your workers to the spots that they need to be at. If you don't assign them the right number of workers to the right number of places, then you get screwed over. And like 4 builders isn't necessary later in the game, especially when you don't have a huge population. You can see the population right here. You have people that can, like, you have adults, students, and children, as it says. So I have 11 children, 11 adults. I think the more houses and room you have for children, the more people, like, breed. Talk about them like they're cattle. I don't need those as badly as I need this. Should probably pause the production on the blacksmith, at least. Yeah, so, I mean, these guys will fish and get you food. I don't know why they say they don't have a house to live in. This is the boarding house. It should have plenty of room for everybody in the town. But, since those people obviously don't want to live with anybody else, I'll just build an extra little house here. And pop that priority up so they don't die, I guess. Because people will freeze to death, and they'll starve. So you need to make sure you have a stock of firewood, and make sure you have food. The farms are good, but you can only harvest them like once before they just become useless, and they will automatically be harvested, I think, late August. August isn't the word. Autumn. They'll be harvested late autumn. Sometimes if you don't have enough farmers and too big of a plot of land, you won't be able to harvest all the food. So this is good because it gives you a massive amount of food once a year. This gives you a little bit of food all year round, and this gives you a little bit of food all year round as well. But also this gives you leather, which allows you to make clothes, which allows people to not freeze. Anyway, it's interesting, it's fun and simple, and it's... I don't know. It's, like I said, unforgiving. So if you make a small mistake somewhere along the lines, like if I'd accidentally forgotten to build this firewood cutter, I'd have like loads and loads of logs, but everybody would be freezing to death. I think the first time I ever played, I made a crop, but I didn't make the fishing hut. So like, when I started, my tools started to starve. I clicked harvest on here, which instantly harvests all your fields. But they didn't have enough time to mature and grow and everything. So I only got enough food to last like halfway through the winter, and everybody died. Which was just wonderful. And I know that educated workers, because there's like, you can build a school, I think. I know you can. There's a schoolhouse. Educated workers gather more resources, I believe, than uneducated workers. But you don't want to do that early on, because then you won't survive. I don't know. Let's see how many people I have not working right now. Okay, everybody, all my laborers are gone, so I need to get rid of some of my builders. Turn them into laborers, and the laborers will do their business. I know the workers will gather the things they need to build the houses if there's not enough in here. But it's easier just to have the builders building while the gatherers are gathering. Let's see. So that'll make them hunt all those. If you need a little bit of extra food... Oh, yeah. Well, actually, probably one of the first things I should have built was the gatherer's hut here. You'll just send out a person to gather berries and roots and stuff, which is really useful early on. Not so useful later, except that berries can be used to make ale, which is used to make people happy. So that's cool. Well, yeah, see here, people are starting to harvest these crops in early autumn. Okay, so it's earlier autumn. And that will stock up here with corn. And at some point along the line, people will come from the houses to gather a bunch of stuff. Why do I have potatoes? Did I have the option to plant potatoes? No. Those must be something the gatherers grab. Anyway, so yeah, people will come and grab the food and whatever and shove it into their houses and survive that way. They don't need 75 wood to, whatever. Reserve food is low. Early on, I always have those warning messages popping up. And I also have it later, because when you make the mines and stuff, you can put like up to 15 workers in there. But I never usually have 15 workers to spare just to gather one thing. So I always get like, your reserve of wood or your reserve of stone is low. Wood is really not a problem because you can build this forester hut. I don't want to... The more land you use, the more wood you collect, but I don't want to put it too far away from my village. Otherwise it'll just take a long time. And eventually I'll expand over here, but not for a while. As in most games, roads speed up your workers' travel speed. So the more roads you have, the faster they'll move. Which is only really convenient later, after you've already got... Lower that to 1. Yeah, it's winter time. So it's really convenient after, say... I don't know, after you've got a large area. Because right now they just walk through fields and cut across things. But say if these were all filled up with houses, they wouldn't be able to walk through the houses. They'd have to walk around them. So the paths would be necessary in that case. Or, for instance, if this path... if I want to get these people to this forester lodge faster, because they have to go back and forth constantly to drop off the materials here, so the rest of the town can grab them. Something I really like is when the snow stays in the air. Unrelated to anything really. Just got distracted. But yeah, so the roads speed people up. It's really convenient when you have really far out things like the lodge over here, or the quarry over here, or this place way over here. The roads are helpful, so people can get to their job faster and get back with the resources they gathered. Completely unnecessary early on, except for aesthetic purposes. But I don't even build houses until I'm comfortable with my people's living situations. I don't know. This game gets boring. I usually watch or listen to something while I'm playing, because otherwise I get bored. So I'll probably just play this game until I get bored, or I don't know, run out of space on my computer from the recording, because it records enormous videos. Whatever, it's cool. Yeah, so if you're bored, it's probably not a great entertaining game. If you're looking for a challenge, it's pretty good. I started off on medium difficulty, which gave me like extra resources and a barn. I don't think the hard mode gives you the barn. But I've played the hard mode and I don't like it. Easy mode's just too easy. And then I always enable disasters, because what's the fun of playing the game if you don't have to worry about earthquakes or tornadoes or fires? It's just meh. I've only ever had one fire, and it was in one of these things, on the woodcutters, and it just burned down my marketplace. So I try to space the people houses. Yeah? Yeah, deers? Deer? Numerous deer? You're just gonna hang out in my town like that? Like we're not gonna eat you? It's a good thing you're right. I think you're far out of the range. As soon as you guys walk over there, we're gonna eat you. You hear me? Whoa! Did two of you just disappear? I guess we are eating you. Huh. Unawares. The deer were truly dead something words narration. Anyway. I don't know how long I've been recording, because the power went out recently and my clock is all reset. So I didn't bother to check the time beforehand. I don't know, I'll probably end it when winter's over, maybe, and then I'll start up a next video then. Yeah, I'll maybe do a video a season. I'm not sure. I think that's probably the end of it. I am speeding up 5 times, so I'll probably do a bunch of skipping around too, because I don't imagine it's particularly interesting watching me scroll around the screen doing an awful lot of nothing. I don't know. Anyway, so it's early spring now. I am going to end it here and be back shortly. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching.